How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Now, avid viewers of the channel might remember Javier from the Well or Cook-Off announcement, where he explained his concept using hilarious pictures and asked me for help cooking it up. I loved it, it made me laugh, but I struggled to make it work. So I gave it to the community and asked them to help us out. And we saw some really cool lists in that tournament that ultimately all ended up losing to Greninja EX with 4 dead cards, and Joltik Box with 4 dead cards. Cool. I appreciate it, y'all. They're very helpful. But nonetheless, Javier is back with a new deck list, and thankfully this is something I do have some expertise in. It's a Team Rocket's Persian EX deck, which uses Salvatore to begin swinging on turn 1 going second. He had a ton of consistency built into getting that too, with 4 Pokégears trying to make that happen. The reason why is because of Persian's main attack, Haughty Order, which lets you look at your opponent's top 10 cards in deck and use an attack you find there as this attack, meaning you can be Phantom Diving really early, smacking with Shadow Bullet, or if you have energy set up on your bench, hitting pretty hard with Bellowing Thunder. It is most definitely a gamble and won't work against every matchup. Gholdengo, for example, probably would be a very terrible matchup for this, but you get the idea. It's a meme deck that has potential to take hilarious KOs, and that's what we like. He's got Teal Mask Ogerpon for draw, and E-Switch to get that over to Persian if necessary. And if we can't get the turn 1 Salvatore, we've also got Squawk to make sure we can dig deeper into our deck to find it. He explains it right here in this image where really the 3 pieces we need to have on turn 1 are these 3. If you can manage to do that, you'll be beating Dreepies and Duskulls with their own parents. I kinda love it. Similarly, you can get the turn 1 attack with 2 Ogerpons and just enough attachment and energy switch to make that attack happen too. So from the look of it, a lot invested into that big turn 1 attack. But luckily we are now in the era where we can have access to both Team Rocket's energy and Ignition energy, which Persian loves to see. And god, these drawings are still as peak as ever. But he did mention that otherwise energy is a little bit hard to come by on turn 2. And that is an issue I first noticed with this deck when I was looking at it. The turn 1 looks fantastic, but what happens after that? So whereas I feel like I was not the right person to help with Wailord, I feel like you came to exactly the right person for this. Because I've been messing with Team Rocket relentlessly for about a month now. As I mentioned in the last video, I am locked in on Team Rocket's Mewtwo for the Pittsburgh Regional, and in that video I go into a lot of detail about how I used AI to maximize my turn 1 effectiveness with Team Rocket's Mewtwo, since it relies so heavily on Team Rocket's Proton to be effective. And since Persian is also a Team Rocket's Pokemon, I think this deck could be a lot more effective if we lean all the way into Team Rocket's support, because those supporters are incredible. First things first, Ogerpon needs energy in hand to attach, meaning you need to run a higher count of energy to play it, or you need to have a higher count of Night Stretcher to be able to get it all back if you lose it. But Team Rocket does have something very similar that does it much more efficiently. Team Rocket Spidops does require a little bit more setup, but it gets those energies directly from discard, meaning you can run a lower count, because if you lose that energy, the next one can just get it back again. So we can go as low as 4 grass energy, which gives us a little bit more space to squeeze in the spiders. Not to mention, Spidops is a pretty solid attacker itself. It accelerates to itself and hits for 30 damage for every Team Rocket's Pokemon in play, so you can slap a Brave Bangle on it, and on a full bench you can be clapping Fez. Next, I hear you on Salvatore. A turn 1 attack is pretty awesome, but most decks not named Charizard are not in a huge hurry to get their stage 2, so you have a little bit more time than you think, which is good because we are in a go second meta. Most decks like the TM Evo or Budu play nowadays. So if you let me sacrifice a turn 1, we can have a fantastic turn 2, because of Team Rocket's Proton, which can be used going first. And this is the thing I've been crunching the numbers on for the last month now. I'm going to show you the deck list now because I need to explain all my outs to a turn 1 Proton. We have 3 of them, but we also have 4 Team Rocket's Transceivers, 2 Pokégear, and a Secret Box A-Spec. So 8 direct routes to a Proton, and 2 more off the top 7. So we, in theory, should be getting a Proton off the top in a playable hand 71.42% of the time. And that's a lot. Considering we are a go first deck and a go second meta, you really won't be fighting anybody for the opportunity to set up. With Proton, we can pull most of our setup Pokemon. You need Tarountulas? Go for it. You need a free retreat pivot in Mimikyu? Got it. The world's your oyster. But the real beauty of this deck is that it has such an excellent draw engine in Team Rocket's Ariana and Factory. We have a lot of ways to discard with the Ultra Balls, Secret Box, and Earthen Vessels, and we have the perfect discard fodder in the Grass Energy and the now useless remaining Protons. And the reason why we want to do that is to get the maximum effectiveness out of Ariana. It can draw you to 8, and if you happen to pull a Factory from that, you can draw 2 more. The Secret Box, funny enough, is actually here because it discards. If you happen to have 4 cards in hand and one of them is the box, you can just pull Ariana and 3 other immediately playable cards, and you can thin out a bunch and pull 10 new cards. It is absolutely disgusting and I love it. If you can't find your Team Rocket's energy after all that, it just wasn't meant to be, and I'm sorry. The rest is still the same with the exception of swapping Boss for Giovanni, which is kind of a given for this version of the deck. You can Boss and draw 2? Filthy. So Javier, I asked you to try this version of the deck, and to prove my faith in the build, I will risk my RCS rank for this content. I'll see you in the gameplay section. Alrighty, my friends, we are jumping into our first recorded match in about, what is it now, 2 or 3 weeks? It's been a while. I haven't been recording very much content because I have been deep in Pittsburgh prep mode. But we gotta reserve a little bit of time for some fun, and this isn't too far off from what I'm playing, so So it could be good. It could be good. Let's get it. We will go first. We like to go first. That's good. That's good. Let's get it. Do we get Proton? You do have a way to get Proton. Nice. Would be nice if we top deck one directly here, so I don't have to use my Secret Box on turn 1. I think Secret Box is definitely better to have on turn 2. But yeah, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and Secret Box. We can get rid of the E-Switch, get rid of the Archer, get rid of the Petrel, because Petrel 9 times out of 10. We can just get rid of the Ariana, that's fine. We're going to use the second one later. Okay, we'll get Proton. We'll get this. We can grab the Air Balloon, that's fine. And then we'll grab the Buddy-Buddy. Yeah, that'll give us a full board state. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and toss that up there. Well, let's Proton first, right? That's what we need more, I would say. Let's go ahead and grab these two. Doesn't really matter because we can use the Buddy-Buddy for the rest. Grab that, grab that. We don't have Mimikyu, that's kind of annoying. Yep, that's fine. We'll just go 4. We can Team Rocket's Factory. We have the Persian in hand, that's good. Alright, so we're alright then. Toss that over there, and then we'll just get it done. We have a pretty solid Ariana play for next turn. Yeah, we're gonna get Budooed though. Oh well. That's why I usually like to use my Ultra Ball first, because everyone plays Budoo nowadays. Why are you playing 2 Budoos? Okay. Using that Turo now, it was probably not the call, but hey, you do you. You do you. Alright, so we can at least get a decent Ariana. It's not going to be a great one, but that's okay. The Ultra Ball would have been perfect here, but that's fine. We'll just get that for 5. We can Brave Bangle onto the next one. That's okay. I definitely wish I knew this was going to be Dragapult. So many decks play Monkey Dory. Okay, not pulling an energy through all of those cards is kind of rough. This is actually a very bad board state now. If we don't top deck an energy... Well, dude, okay, actually, Iona's fantastic here. Iona's very good here. We need an energy. Not that energy. I need a different energy. I need a Team Rocket's energy. I have 4 of them. Where are they? Okay. This Budoo kind of really sucks now. Itchy Pollen. Yeah. Alright. Energy. No. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dude, this sucks. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hope that we can get an energy off of this. And still no. Alright, 2 more. There we go. Thank God. Okay. We play that. There we go. Haughty Order. Hopefully we get a Dragapult. We have Maractus. Oh, we can do 200 there. Not fantastic. We'll take the KO. Oh, it says I can't attack next turn. Actually, that was not a good play. I think we get Budooed next turn anyway, unless he has the Dragapult like that. Yeah, I should have left a space for the Articuno. I didn't know it was going to be Dragapult. everyone plays Monkey Dory, so starting that Monkey Dory in the active tells me absolutely nothing. Okay, here comes the Iono again. He should be able to pull an energy off that. Okay, we have Articuno now, so that's good. Okay, he decides to go for that again. Alright. Not a huge deal. So I think what we do now is I'm going to start loading... load this guy up. We cannot attack. That's fine. Actually, that's not fine. I think we're in a really bad spot, guys. It's not looking so great. This itchy pollen is absolutely destroying us, and the fact that it took us this long to get an energy is really bad. Okay, jamming tower, and another Iono. Good God, how many? That's been 3 now. Really looking for that energy. Still no. Another Luminous. Okay, the itchy pollen comes in again. That's alright. Give you that. Let's go Team Rocket's factory. Let's go Ariana. That's good. We definitely want... What do we actually want? I don't really know. Alright, we want to pull... I don't know, Dragapult? That's fine. We'll do the... Not Latias. We don't want Latias. We'll do the Dragon Headbutt. Alright, Persian. Problem is the Articuno will not protect our evolved Pokemon. It only works on basics. By the time we can get the Articuno down, it already doesn't matter anymore. So at this point in the game, Articuno is no longer relevant. We would have needed it on turn 1. Okay, so it's going to take out my Spidops and probably the Tarountula or probably the Meowth. No? I guess not. Okay, well that makes sense. Because now he can just take out the 200 HP one here. Okay. Let's go ahead and start getting some stuff going here. Let's go ahead and Earthen Vessel. Now that we're no longer Budu locked, we can start getting our energies, start discarding our energies, and get moving with some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and discard that, discard that. We can, yeah, we can get Meowth. Why not? Alright, so we will go ahead and charge up. So that's ready to attack. And so is this. And I think what I actually want to do now, instead of using Rocket Rush, I think I want to confuse that. I think I do want to confuse that. Okay. Let's go ahead and protect that baby Tarountula there. Okay, evolving it. We can at least survive a turn with that. We can Petrel. don't think it's that important. We can E-switch. There we go. So now that can attack if we need it to. Rocket's Factory. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and confuse. Is this going to be enough to make a difference? I don't know. Second Dragapult is ready to go. He can very easily just retreat this into that one, and he's going to attack with it. Yep. Alright, so that's 200 damage, and then that thing is going to hurt as well, which I don't particularly love. Yeah, so he's going to do 20, and then, yeah, he can very easily just take that out too. Alright, so here's what we do. Does Dragapult normally take... Do they normally have 2 pults, or do they play 3? We're gonna find out. Yeah, I'm gonna Giovanni. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna bring this up into the active. And we are about to find out if they play a 3rd Dragapult. Actually, do I have... Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. They don't play a 3rd Dragapult, but they do play a Blood Moon. We knock it out for 350. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't believe we have a KO next turn. We can do the Blood Moon again, but this is not fantastic. No, we can't do the Blood Moon again because he's about to take out both of our guys. He's going to do 3 prizes and win it, right? Get 3 prizes? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you don't even have to do all this. Just Phantom Dive this, you're done. Dang, okay. Oh well. We actually held up decently well in that matchup. That's pretty funny. Alrighty, game 2. We actually did okay in that Dragapult matchup. Didn't take the W, but you know, we actually didn't hit any Phantom Dives either, which feels bad. Also, whiffing that turn 2 attack also feels really bad. Not being able to find energy for the first like 30 cards is rough. Alright, so Mimikyu's actually a good starter, so I like that. We'll do that. We have the Articuno in hand, but it is not a Dragapult, so we're okay. This is probably Raging Bolt. Oh, he does not have the attack. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get set up. Let's go Proton. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe we go 2-2, right? 2-2. We can hit that, flip 3 coins, does 20 damage for each heads. Okay. That'll be kind of funny, actually. Let's do it. Let's pocket pilfer. Rock scouting. Nice. Actually, I'm okay with this, Iono. Alright, we have a lot. We can work with this, for sure. Is that a Great Tusk? If your managed Pokemon have any damage counters, then there's 80 more damage. That's not terrible. It's not good. Wait, this is not Raging Bolt, I don't think. I'm very confused by this. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our stuff set up here. We can just give you that. Secret Box all this away. We definitely want the Ariana because we can just get new cards with that. Air Balloon Factory. Vessel. Yep. Let's do it. Okay. Have all that. We can go Air Balloon on you. I'm gonna Vessel the Factory. Just take one. We're gonna take the gamble on this Persian attack. We'll take that. We didn't get anything good. That kinda sucks. Okay. Anything I can do to increase my odds? Maybe I do this. We'll take both the Grass Energy into our hand. And hope that this pulls us an Ultra Ball or a way to get Persian. We did get Persian. Let's go. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll do Haughty Order. Maybe we get a Blood Moon attack. Let's go. That's pretty funny. Wait, but what is this deck though? This is not Raging Bolt. Alright, we are gonna have to retreat this next turn. So we probably just come in with Team Rocket Spidops next. Actually, he's got a Brave Bangle. We can be taking out this Fez or this Latias. I think we want the Latias. No, not the Latias, sorry. We want the Fez. We want the Fez, because he's kind of bricky right now. He does get the knockout here. We are weak to... Actually, he's not fighting. He's not fighting. Cool. Alright. Take this. Take this. Slap that on there. And I think we take the Fez. Yeah, we definitely take the Fez here. Alright, let's go Giovanni. We'll hit this. That. Give me that. Bam! Another Giovanni. Cool. We could be bullies. And it's concede. Let's go. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, my friends, we just took out not Raging Bolt. I don't really know what it was. But we beat it. And that was on the RCS ladder, I promise. I don't know. I don't know. You do find jank on the RCS ladder. That is confirmed. But they have us going first, which is wonderful because we love going first. We did get Proton, but we can't use this hand, so we're gonna reshuffle. We're gonna try it again. But you'll see here, we'll get it again. We'll get Proton for a third time in a row because we always get Proton because I made sure of it. 2, 3 mulligans, good God. But look at that. We had Proton 2 out of 3 of them, and the other one had a Pokégear, which probably would have got us a Proton. And look at that. Proton again. I'm telling you, my consistency is perfect with this. I made sure of it. And we have Factory too. So we can get 2 extra cards on turn 1. We love to see that. Thorns. You know what? Mewtwo would have been perfect in this. Mewtwo would have been perfect in this. Yeah, let's go 2-2. No, that's 2-2. That's what I meant to do. We will do that. I'm not worried about Budu in this list. But let's go ahead and Factory anyway. Alright, we have that. Cool. Yeah, I'm not worried about Budu, so we can keep the Ultra Ball for now. Pass. If I can... Oh, it's Crustal Thorns. Okay. We're not worried about this. This matchup actually is not really a big deal for us. Yeah, I'm gonna Pokégear, see if I can get us a Giovanni. Otherwise, we just Ariana. Future Capsule, you can retreat. You already attached return, so you're not using Ascension this round. Got it. Okay. Hey, we don't even have to Pokégear for it. We can just do it now. Yeah, let's do it. Get rid of some of this crap. Hey, why not? Why not? Don't even have to Ultra Ball right now. We'll just Haughty Order. Hope we can get some kind of Pokemon attacker here. Yeah, look at that. We did. All right. That's fine. Just hit for 140. 120. Whatever. Boom. Okay. So, this is a notorious problem of Crustal Thorns, is that it breaks notoriously. Okay, so we're about to get hit by this Crustal. We can actually damage this if we happen to copy their attack. But I don't know if I am comfortable going with that for now. We'll see what we can get. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Ultra Ball these two away. Let's go ahead and get another Spidops. Get Pokégear. What do we have in there? Nothing important. Okay. We'll just Ariana for 6. Slap these two on. If I can get an energy. No energy. Okay. I mean, well, I do have energy, but that's not what I'm looking for. I can still attack. Let's put that on. If I can get another Crustle off this top 10. No Pokemon at all. Okay. Techno Radar grabbing you some more thorns, I would assume. I would assume you'd rather have those in play, right? Yeah, you want those on the bench, not in your deck. That makes sense to me. One for Iono, that's okay. I have a lot of useless cards in hand right now. It's a pass. Look at that. What have I discarded? Wait, what can I? Oh, I thought it told me I could stretcher. All right, we'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this. No, let's get rid of this. Could do Petrel. I want an Earthen Vessel. Do I want to? Yeah, I'll just get the Earthen Vessel and not Secret Box. That's fine. We'll take this. Grab us the energy. I don't know how I haven't come across any yet. Could confuse. Let's get factory first. Would have liked to have been able to discard energy. Okay. That's fine. We will do another Haughty Order. Maybe we can get a Crustle? No. Okay, so the Superb Scissors is about to come in. He's about to hit us for 120. Yep, the 120 comes in. Okay. Now we're hitting with Spidops. We can get rolling finally. We're going to hit that. We're going to go ahead and manual retreat. Don't have to do much. I think we just Brave Bangle on this one. Yep, that's it. Just 180 there. Okay. Now, it's gonna start hitting for 140s. This guy is in danger. We don't necessarily want that. I think we just, when he takes this knockout, we just accelerate energy to this guy, transfer it to this guy, and confuse. He does have free retreat though, so that kind of blows. What's the play? What's the play? That's actually a solid play. Having all of that in your hand and then discarding it kind of prevents my first attack from doing a whole lot of anything. Okay, solid. Solid. We bring this guy up. I'm gonna do my shenanigans. I'm gonna go ahead and charging up. Switch it over. Oh, okay. Switch it over. Can I? Yeah. I'm gonna put my free retreater on the board. And then I'm just gonna archer. Okay. We'll get this guy set up. And I am quite comfortable with that. I think I could go ahead and just charging up just to have it in play. And we confuse. He can't be confused. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Okay, makes sense. That's fine. I think that was the play anyway. Oh, but this list plays Pokevital, doesn't it? I don't know why. I don't know why, but they do. Okay, yep. And he hits for 160 here. Yep. But the question is, does he have a way of getting this one to attack after this? I think I just keep the pressure on. I'm just going to go ahead and bump Stadium. And we can go ahead and get this guy ready to go. Cruel Slash doesn't confuse, but that's okay because he's dead anyway. It did confuse it for some reason, but doesn't matter because dead people can't be confused. Boss. Yeah, understandable. Okay. What's this Pokégear got? Got a Giovanni? I'll take it. Send this guy up to the front. Why not? Oh, did I have? I guess I didn't. Okay. 210 is fine. Now, 2 cards in hand. Are one of them an energy? And does it even matter? It is an energy. Takes the KO. That is okay. Because we come in and we take this KO. GG. Oh, conceded before I could get to it. Alright, and that is a 2-in-1 in the RCS ladder with Team Rocket's Persian. We love to see it. Heck yeah, we love to see it. It is definitely a much more coin flippy version of my Mewtwo build, but it's also more fun. When you hit those fun attackers, it's always hilarious. Really makes you think about what they're playing too. Javier, again, I thank you for your super entertaining emails. They always put a smile on my face. I hope this video helped you come up with a fun way to play Persian. For everyone else, I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, drop a like or a sub. All of it helps people find me. We're a fun rogue deck community that always celebrates the weird. The content might continue to be a little bit slow for the next couple weeks, but just know that I am here, and I'm always active on Discord, so feel free to hit me up there. I'll see you all next time.